Hey guys, Dan from Chicago back again for my final video of my series of videos of the 10 things for conscious people to focus on in 2013. This video is Practice What You Preach, the final video. And today is July 31st, 2013. So it's taken me 7, almost 8 months to finish this series. But you know what? How I look at it is throughout the last videos that it's taken me some time to finish, it's because I've been going through my own spiritual journey and I've been learning that whole time. And today is that day for me to finish this video. And it's not that tons of different things have been going on spiritually in my life, given always something spiritually is going on. But to me, I feel that you have to follow your heart or follow what you feel you should be doing. And I haven't felt that I should be making the videos, until these past few days. I've been feeling, all right, this is the time. I got to finish this. I've talked to a bunch of people actually who have given me props on putting these together, that they've enjoyed them, that they want to see more, and I truly appreciate that. So thank you for that. It's really does mean a lot to me when I hear positive feedback on my videos and that people like them and that they help you in different ways. Because going into the whole spiritual journey, 2013, you could say it's a different year. Every year is a different year, and every year is different in different ways. If you want to go into the astrology of it, right now we are going through a whole different time. We just had a Star of David, which I guess is a very rare occurrence. There's actually a other name for it, but six-pointed star in the sky of uh, different planets, and it's like, I don't even want to murder the name, so I'm gonna let it be. But there's all the different things going on, and what I've talked about before with Pluto-Uranus square, and we just finished a Mercury retrograde. There's so many different things, but I'm not an astrologer or a professional, so I'm not going to get into it too much. But there's still so much going on that is Mercury retrograde. Fine, it happens 3 times a year, so it's common. But last time Uranus squared Pluto was back in the 30s, around the time of the Great Depression, Hitler, that type of deal. Not saying that that's going to happen right now, but it is a time of ending the status quo and rise of the people, the 99%. So that's what we're going through right now. The Star of David, I don't remember the last time it happened, so I don't want to even guess, but I guess it's always a time that coincides with a new king or something like that being born, which is kind of ironic since there is the new, Prince George Alexander Louis? Is that the name? I don't know. Something like that. But so he was just born. But then I was just watching a video today that I guess there's going to be another Star of David in August 26th, I think was the exact date. So there's only one astrologer that I've seen said it, and she just found it like yesterday, just noticed it by something. So we'll see if that's true. But it's just all these different rare star formations or stargates that are leading us into this different time that we're living in. So kind of that was all a little bit on a tangent since I'm going to be talking about practice what you preach. But I guess how it goes with the whole situation is we are at a different time. And I think more and more people are awakening to the truth that we don't have to listen to the government anymore to its own extent, I mean, it's the corruption. It's all going to fall apart. The media, the corruption, the banks, the government, all that is tied together. And it's going to come to an end, It's going to end, but it's going to make something even better, We have to have death to have new life, So, and that's why I talked about in the last video of, what was the title? Get Prepared, which Get Prepared sounds kind of like doom and gloom. Which I think maybe on the outside we will see things that are not as great as you would hope to see. But I think when those things happen, you'll see that something good will come out from it. So, going into practice what you preach. In this time of change, in this time of change, you should change. And then in your own way, you know. Um, I talk from my heart. I always am about the love. I still give out my rose quartz crystals, which I have one sitting on my lap. Um, and that's how I practice what I preach. I talk about this stuff to people whenever people ask or whenever it just comes up. Um, and then whenever I feel I should give someone a crystal heart, a rose quartz heart, I give it to them, you know? Um, and that's how I make these videos when I have. And so I'm practicing what I preach. And all I preach is love. Self-love, love for others, love for humanity. You know, I mean, really, the most important thing is for you to love yourself. And if you love yourself and make yourself the best person you could be, it's a great place. How many times have I said that, you know? It's interesting as I'm speaking right now, because I don't prepare these videos. I just talk, you know, and it's interesting because I watched a few of them recently, just like 2 or 3 of the videos. Um, so as I'm speaking, I have little flashbacks of what I've said and maybe haven't said. Um, but go out there, you know? Don't be afraid to be different, you know? I'm different. I'm an Aquarius, which I think that just means I'm a unique person in its own extent, you know? And I'm proud of that, you know? It doesn't matter. I don't care anymore as much as of what people think or say, you know? I just do my own thing, and I think people appreciate that, you know, and that's why I'm making these videos, and I want to continue making videos, and more often, you know. I have it in me again right now that I want to try to make videos, maybe do a different video every week or so. Don't want to say for sure, but I want to try to aim for like a Monday or a Tuesday, just always release videos, because I know some people do them daily, I watch, some people do them once a week, some people do them once a month. Um, so I want to try to do that, and that will continue having me practice what I preach um, to its own extent, because I'm preaching when I make these videos, I guess. But it's also reinforcing my truth in me, you know. So, but when I go out, I always, you know, when I go out, I don't judge people. One of my, you know, I do tons of different jobs, uh, different things, like to keep busy, and one of them is I serve, which I think I maybe have said before, but I'll serve at a restaurant bar, which is in Chicago on Lake Michigan. It's called Castaways, North Avenue Beach, and you have so many different people of all different backgrounds and whatever ages and everything coming in, and you know, stereotypes are true. You know, I mean, I don't know if you don't like hearing that, but they're true. That's a reason why they're a stereotype, is because they're true. They're common in your own age range, in your sex, male, female, in your background, your race or whatever, white, black, Hispanic, whatever. Uh, they're typically true. But the thing I've learned is not to judge people, because you never know. Some of those people that you think, oh man, I'm totally not gonna, this is gonna hit my numbers, because at least throw out this little side uh, thing, and I think I maybe have said this before. I feel like I made this on a video, but for me, I have to tip out 8% of my total sales. So, and that will go to the food runners, drink runners, bussers, bartenders, and so when people don't tip, you know, like a full amount, like a 15 to 20% type of deal. Especially as I always give the best service I could give. I try to treat people like how I would want to be treated. So when people don't tip accordingly, or don't tip you, or give you like $2 on a $100 bill or $5, the server pays for you to sit at that table, you know, and you only get paid off your tables, off what you get tipped. I don't even get a paycheck. My paychecks say this is not a check, you know. So with that, when people sit down, why I said that story to you is because when some people sit at your table, you're like, oh crap, you know, like, you know, it's like, am I gonna get a good enough tip? Am I gonna, I mean, these people usually typically don't tip. Uh, but I've learned not to do that, you know? Um, and I've learned that a long time ago. But I try not to ever judge people. I kind of just, I'm nice to them. I try to give them the best service no matter what. And then you see what happens. Uh, but that's one of the ways how I practice what I preach is I don't judge people. Even in my real life, I don't judge people. When I go out and meet people, I talk to whoever. I don't care about like any of your background, unless you're like a real jerk or I was gonna say asshole, but I thought I would stay away from saying that, but I stopped, so I felt I had to. Anyway, it's like I just always give people the benefit of the doubt. Unless you do something to me, that's the thing. I'm the nicest person until you mess with me. Then, or my family. Then I'm not a nice person. But always, and I think that's how everyone should be. You got to protect yourself, and especially yourself and your family. Obviously, you don't want anyone messing with your family, and I obviously don't either. So, but with that being said, sorry, kind of going on tangents, but I practice being friendly to people, giving people love from my own heart, and hopefully receiving that love back from them. And I do feel that a lot with the people that I'll serve, or I'm in sales, I sell travel and stuff like that too. I'm the office manager of my family's travel and events company, specialized in destination weddings, honeymoons, incentive travel for businesses, and luxury travel throughout the world. And, you know, you just, it's always just trying to make people happy, and when they're happy, I'm happy. When I'm happy, they're usually happy. Um, so it's just going with spreading that love, So if you watch these videos and it resonates with you about spreading love, then spread love, and stop trying to judge people. I mean, I'll walk down the street, and I live in Chicago, which is a huge city, and there's people all different types, everywhere. And sometimes you'll look at people and just be like, ooh, like, but that's bad, It's like you shouldn't judge people. So whenever I do that, then I usually always think in my mind like, oh, don't judge, send them love, and that's what I try to do. Just you feel it in your. I mean, whenever I touch my heart, I feel energy. There's a strong energy, and I try to shoot that energy out to them. And out to everyone. Um, but practice what you preach. Do what works for you. I always just say examples of what works for me, but you got to do what resonates and works for you. Because if it doesn't resonate and work for you, then it won't work, and it's not meant to be for you. This is meant to be for me. So just go with the flow, see what happens. If you just talk it, your actions speak a lot louder than words, and that's, I mean, it's a saying, but it's so true. Be different if I'm like saying all this stuff about love, and then I go out and I'm just a jerk to people, just like, oh, you suck. Who are you? Or, oh, look at this person. Oh, they're fat, or oh, they're ugly, or oh, I hate that person, or I hate that thing. Then I'm not practicing what I'm preaching to all of you. It's like, well, what's the point of me making these videos if I'm not going to say and do, or live and do what I say? So I think you guys obviously get the point. Practice what you preach. Not that hard. And I just wanted to make this final video, because, well, we went through 10 different things. Let's read them off for you real fast. Dispel fear from your life, improve the total self, reconnect with this great earth, abandon conflict, practice gratitude daily, adopt a spirit of charity and kindness, be creative, explore consciousness and cultivate spirituality, and get prepared, and then practice what you preach. So go through these videos, see what resonates with you again, and as we move forward for the second half of 2013, let me know if you have questions about anything, or if you want me to make a video about something, or if I could help you in any way. Be happy to, and do whatever I can. You know, I'm going to start making videos. I'm not sure what I'm going to even talk about. Maybe just different things that happen in my life, or things that I just feel I should talk about. Or if people send me questions or ask me questions, or kind of just said the same thing right there. But, you know, if I'll answer them, you know, and I'll make a video or whatever. You know, I would love to hear from you guys more. I promise to be a little bit more up and on top of these things, making these videos. Hopefully once a week, maybe every other week, maybe once a month. But I for sure want to keep this going. I feel it in my heart that I should. So it is that time, as we move forward, to keep building this and keep growing a community of love. And that's what this is. So thank you for joining. I truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I hope these 10 videos have connected with you in some way or another. Just let me know if I could ever help you. Feel free to, I'm going to start updating again my Facebook page, Twitter, Google+. I'll start getting that going again. And feel free to please like my pages, subscribe to my page here on on YouTube. Leave comments, messages, questions, and I'll for sure respond. So thank you again. Much love to you, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.